Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I post ballet and fitness related videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and now Sunday. And if you're also new, you may as well hit subscribe. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 key exercises that I do to help improve my arabesque. So first things first, you will need 2 yoga blocks, and you can also optionally put on some ankle weights for a little bit of a challenge. Be sure to check out one of my warm-up videos I'll put in the description box, as well as in the link up here in the cards on this side. So let's begin by going into a tabletop position with 1 block underneath 1 knee, and just keep the other block in front of you for now. So notice that my left leg is straight behind me, my right leg is right underneath my hip, or my right knee is right stacked underneath my hip, my shoulders are stacked on top of my hips, and I'm going to open up that left hip, externally rotating it as if I'm turning out to go to arabesque. We're going to lift the leg up and down without sacrificing our lower back, so we're really going to pull up in our core, belly button to spine the entire time. We're going to lift up 10 times, squeezing and holding at the top for 10 and 9. Of course, we're going to work an external rotation or turnout because we're working towards an arabesque line. 8 and 7 and 6, and it's trickier to keep our hands on the floor. 5 versus our elbows because there's less space in our back right now. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to stay here and now lower onto our elbows. Keep the leg lifting, and we're going to do little pulses, keeping our upper back slightly lifted and lengthened. Rather than a straight line from our head to our toes, we're going to press into the floor, lift and push against the floor to lift the chest a little bit. Little pulses for 10, 9, 8, nice square shoulders, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to press into the floor, lift the upper back, lengthen through the head and the neck, and lower the elbows, lift the leg. Let's do that 5 times. Press into the floor, keeping the balance, lifting, and lower down. And we lift up for 3. Good. And we lift up for 2. And we're gonna do 1 more and hold it. Walk the hands in a little bit, and let's lift the right hand forward. No cheating by putting the foot on the floor. And lower. And let's do that 1 more time just to test the balance. Lift the right hand and lower and relax. Let's do the same thing on the second side. So we're going to again put the block underneath our opposite knee now and take the other leg to the back, turned out. No cheating by tucking the bottom toes underneath. We're going to point through the toes, externally rotate that bottom leg, but even though we're externally rotating, we're not opening the hips. We're keeping them nice and square. I know it's not normal to keep the bottom leg parallel, but we're going to keep it here for now. So let's lift up for 10. Holding it and locking it, zipping up our imaginary Lululemon Align sweater so that we don't let our core unengage or disengage, and we don't spill our belly towards the floor. We're really keeping support in our core. Let's do 5 more. And we do 4. And we do 3. And we do 2. And last one, keep it lifted. Move onto your elbows. And we do little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the floor, lifting our upper body. And lower, keep lifting the leg. Try not to crash down like I just did. 4, and keep lifting. 3, pushing into the floor. And 2, engaging our back. Last 1, walk the hands in a little bit, trying to find our balance, lift the left arm. And lower. Last 1. And lower. And relax. Beautiful. Go ahead and take the block out from underneath you and go into your front. Laying all the way down, put your forehead on top of your fingertips. Obviously, I can't talk to the camera if I put my forehead on my fingertips, so I'm going to just face you guys, but you guys keep your head down or look at me and then rewind the video a little bit, but I'll explain first anyways. So externally rotate your legs, turn them out to first position. Keeping your forehead down, you're going to begin to lift your right leg without lifting the right hip. Common mistake, people try to lift the leg and lift the hip bone. Really try to spin at the top of the leg, lift the right leg and lower. We're going to do that a couple of times. So lift the leg for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. That left leg is anchored. We're not scrunching in the lower back. Think of bringing your belly button off the floor. 1 and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, lifting it for 5 with the left side. And 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Beautiful. Let's lift both legs, lifting up for 5 and lower. If this bothers your pelvic bone, I would put my hands underneath or even a yoga block, or just wrap up your sweater or fold your mat a little bit underneath your pelvic bone. Lifting for 5. Let's start again. Keep the legs a little bit closer, straight behind you, spinning outside of the hip, lifting the leg for 4. And we do 3. Trying not to sink in the back, belly button off the floor. I know it's nearly impossible, but that movement just activates the glutes a bit more, protects the lower back. 2. And 1, we're gonna hold it. Lift the upper body slightly, lift the shoulders and the chest. Take the arms up, and we're gonna fly with our swan arms. 4 and 3, don't mind my laundry mess. And 2 and 1. And lower down. Beautiful. Very last one for our upper body. Take your 2 yoga blocks in front of you. And notice when I press up to this sphinx, this is incorrect. We don't want our rib cage to collapse. We in fact want to think of bringing our belly button off again, engaging our posterior chain, our glutes, our hamstrings, externally rotating our legs, lifting our belly button off the floor, and we're going to begin to step up. Walk the blocks a little bit further away. Take the fingertips on the blocks, one at a time, and walk down without moving the back. So you're really challenging those back muscles to activate, to hold you up, because if you cannot do this without collapsing, that means you're not quite strong enough in your back as well as your core. And this is the kind of conditioning we need to strengthen our pointes, our arabesques. Good, and let's do the other way. Walking up and down without putting much weight on our fingertips when we walk out to the block, so it really kicks into our back. And don't lift those legs off the floor. Good. And then if you're up for the challenge, press yourself up. Same thing. Think of bringing the belly button off and see if you can let go with one hand. And then maybe the next. And then maybe even both. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, happy dancing, and until next time, bye now.